Welcome back to NBA Storytellers, powered by FanDuel on CLNS Media. I'm Nick Gelso, and today we embark on a captivating journey through the illustrious career of one of basketball's greatest power forwards, Kevin McHALE. From the iconic green and white of the Boston Celtics to his mesmerizing low-post plays, McHALE's story is one that defines the very essence of NBA greatness. Join us as we unravel the chapters of Kevin McHALE's remarkable journey.
CLNS History is powered by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.
Get ready to immerse yourself in the rich history of the game as we dive deep into the legacy of Kevin McHALE, an NBA storyteller for the ages. So now let's get started. Born in the small town of Hibbing, Minnesota in 1957, McHALE grew from humble beginnings into a player who would help to shape the legacy of one of the most storied franchises in NBA history. Before his NBA career, McHALE honed his skills at the University of Minnesota, where his dominant play caught the eyes of NBA scouts.
At center, number 44, Kevin McHALE.
We really wanted McHALE. The Gophers were under some sort of restrictions by the NCAA. They could not think they played in the March Madness, and so he was really selected based on what we saw.
Boston will have the third pick.
Star of Minnesota, Kevin McHALE.
Super situation I'm going into. Boston's got a great club, a great tradition, and I just don't know what to think. It's like a dream come true, going to Boston.
And that's but we were taking a chance.
McHALE's arrival in Boston heralded the beginning of a new era. Teaming up with Cedric Maxwell, Larry Bird, and Robert Parrish, McHALE became a vital part of one of the greatest front lines in NBA history. From 1980 to 1985, this formidable foursome would etch its name in the annals of basketball lore. Capturing the title in 81 and 84,
hey, the league is big, man. And as I said, I came in and clearly after my first week of practice, I went, okay, Cedric Maxwell, better than I am. Robert Parrish, better than I am. Larry Bird, better than I am. I got to improve. I took pieces of all your guys' games.
We had Larry, which was a great offensive force. He had the respect of the officials. And plus he was able to create offense. Kevin and myself, we could all shoot the basketball. We was all great finishers. Larry, I was able to create a lot of offense for Kevin and myself, but we got a lot of points.
Robert's just shooting over. I did more of a fadeaway. I just learned how to shoot over the top of people like Robert did. And then with Larry, it was just clever.
He probably gave up more than anybody. He didn't demand it. He liked his shot.
On your side, coming to the air. Oh, that was a heck of a play.
And I think everybody, when you play on a really good team, everybody sacrifices for each other because.
But, just playing against you guys, I tell people all the time, Max was so supportive. And, and not only with me, it's great being with you guys because you guys kept everything fun, competitive. But, I never thought as a rookie, I was never overwhelmed at all. You guys were all better than I was. I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing.
And once Maxwell was traded to the Clippers, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHALE, and Larry Bird would go on to win their third and final championship in 1986. By this time, they were dubbed the Big Three. McHALE was known for his exceptional footwork and an array of low-post moves, which became a nightmare for his opponents. His unique ability to score, rebound, and block shots earned him 7 All-Star appearances and 2 Sixth-Man of the Year awards. But McHALE was way more than just an offensive force. He was a formidable defender, earning 3 All-Defensive First-Team nominations. His high basketball IQ and unyielding tenacity and high threshold for pain made him one of the toughest players of his era. When discussing Kevin McHALE, we must give special attention to his artistry in the low post. The NBA had never seen anything like it before. McHALE's signature move was the up and under, affectionately known as the McHALE move. He would catch the ball with his back to the basket, give a slight shoulder fake, as if he was going to go up for a shot. He'd cause the defender to rise in response. Then McHALE would pivot underneath the defender and smoothly finish at the rim. His 6'10" frame, coupled with his extraordinary long arms and nimble footwork, made his move practically indefensible. The baseline hook shot was another weapon in McHALE's low post arsenal. Whether it was a running hook, across the lane, or a stationary sky hook on the baseline, McHALE could score over both shoulders, making him unpredictable and really hard to guard. McHALE's drop step was lethal. He would catch the ball, feel where the defender was leaning, and then quickly spin towards the baseline for a layup or dunk. His speed and precision frustrated opponents.
Kevin McHALE, as a rookie, established that he could play both forward and center. Unstoppable, unguardable, the best low post man of the last 50 years. The best low post man, unequivocally, was, and technician in the low post, was Kevin McHALE.
Many fellow players and coaches have hailed McHALE as one, if not the best, low post player in NBA history. His blend of skill and intuition, unyielding tenacity, made him a nightmare for defenders and a legend in the annals of NBA basketball.
Actually, my personal nemesis is Kevin McHALE, because he's the best player I ever played against.
Mac is unguardable. Mac had to be double team, triple team. You know, he taught me it's only right.
But Kevin McHALE is the best player I played against because he was unstoppable offensively and he gave me nightmares on defense.
Kevin was not only known for his immense talents, but also for his grit and determination. Perhaps no incident embodies this more than the 1987 playoffs. In the midst of that season, McHALE had been battling a nagging foot injury. Unbeknownst to many, this was later revealed to be a fractured navicular bone in his right foot. You heard that right, folks. McHALE was playing on a broken foot. Despite immense pain and risk of worsening the injury, McHALE chose to suit up and play. He didn't merely participate, he still excelled, averaging nearly 21 points and 9 rebounds with over 2 blocks per game in the playoffs. McHALE's remarkable performance on a fractured foot helped propel the Celtics to the NBA Finals one last year in the 80s. Although they ultimately failed to arch-rival Los Angeles Lakers, McHALE's bravery, determination, and performance were nothing short of heroic. His courage and self-sacrifice during that grueling playoff run only further solidified his legendary status in the hearts of Celtics fans and the broader NBA community. But amidst the physical torment, McHALE's spirit remained undimmed. He exemplified the heart of the Boston Celtics. From 1988 to 1992, a period of transition dawned upon the Celtics. Larry Bird, Kevin McHALE, and Robert Parrish, the revered Big Three, had given the franchise its glory days. The late 1980s presented fresh challenges. Larry Bird, the cornerstone of the Celtics franchise, was compelled to the sidelines for the entire 1988-89 season due to an Achilles injury that required double foot surgery. With Bird out, the Celtics looked towards Kevin McHALE to lead the team. He became the team's offensive focal point, delivering sterling performances game after game. During the 88-89 season, McHALE posted an impressive 22.5 points per game while grabbing almost 9 rebounds. He led the Celtics in scoring, demonstrating his ability to take over the mantle of leadership in Bird's absence. With Auerbach's foundation and McHALE's unyielding performance, the Celtics continued to stay relevant. Notching a .500 record at the end of the season, the Celtics entered the playoffs as the 8th seed, unfamiliar territory for a team that dominated the decade of the 80s. They faced off against the Detroit Pistons in the first round, who would go on to the NBA Finals. They swept the Celtics, ending McHALE's short stint as the leader of the team. When Larry Bird returned to the parquet in 89-90, McHALE returned to his role as the second option, exemplifying his team-first mentality. All the while, Robert Parrish was a constant presence. Alongside McHALE and Bird, he maintained the Celtics' intimidating frontcourt. Yet as the 90s commenced, McHale's persistent foot injury began to overshadow his performances. But even amidst physical torment, McHale's spirit remained undimmed. McHALE exemplified the heart of a true Boston Celtic. As the seasons moved forward, McHale's foot injury became a recurring theme. In 90-91, the familiar pain resurfaced, casting a shadow over his performance. Despite the discomfort and reduced agility, McHALE continued to play, showcasing his resilience and commitment to his teammates.
One of the great power forwards that have ever played in the NBA.
Kevin, he was a gamer. He was an ultimate gamer. You throw the ball to him, you might not get it back, because he can score on anybody. He won't throw it back to you. It's called a black hole for a reason.
He'd get out there and he'd have this wingspan. I said, I might as well just take a jump shot. He's all the way down here.
And Kevin McHALE, it got to the point where they were calling him a man of 1,000 moves. Could not guard him one-on-one on the box because he had such great footwork and he did a great job of feeling the contact. And once he felt you, you were done. If the double team didn't come right away, forget about it. He had too much stuff on the box.
I hated Kevin McHALE because he's the best player I ever played against. He's the one guy who was so much bigger than me with his long arms and his great moves. I had a difficult time guarding him.
Kevin, because two guys who were great in the low post, and obviously one was a mentor to the other, McHALE being to Garnett. Right. All time, but here are two guys that were sitting down there. You know, obviously Diesel is one of them as well, but we're talking about guys who the skill was magnificent over the power.
When you think about the post being big man, pounding, physical presence, and then all of a sudden around the 80s, you start to see, the Kevin McHALEs, the Jack Sigmas, the Charles Barkleys, took a finesse kind of approach to it that kind of shaped us to what we are.
The 92-93 season marked a swan song of Kevin McHALE's illustrious career. Battling through persistent foot injuries, McHALE faced an uphill battle as his body began to betray him. However, even in his diminished state, he continued to contribute to the Celtics' success, providing crucial scoring and leadership off the bench. During the 1993 playoffs, McHALE had one last chance to leave his mark on the game.
McHALE came on just a moment ago.
It was during the fourth game of the first-round series against the Charlotte Hornets that he delivered a vintage McHALE performance. With Larry Bird looking on in the audience, McHALE drew back Father Time and found his footwork once again.
He's tied the game at 97. 6 seconds remaining in overtime, and Charlotte.
It was an unparalleled display of skill and determination. McHALE poured in 30 points, demonstrating flashes of his former greatness. The Boston Garden crowd erupted in applause, recognizing the enduring spirit of a Celtics legend. Although the Celtics fell short in that series, McHALE's final game served as a fitting tribute to his incredible career. It was a reminder of the countless memories he had provided to the fans of Boston and his unwavering commitment to the green and white.
There is the strip to hit in the shot attack.
Today, Kevin McHALE's number 32 hangs proudly in the rafters of TD Garden, alongside his teammates Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, Cedric Maxwell, and Reggie Lewis. It's a permanent reminder of his lasting impact on the Celtics organization. His career embodies the essence of Boston basketball.
I want to thank Kevin for what he's given to the Celtics. He personifies everything we dreamed about of being a Celtic player.
When we were all healthy and we were getting after it, I knew every single night that we stepped on the court that we were to give it our best shot. And I tell you what, you made it easy to come on this court and play. I played hurt a lot, but I came out here, I looked in the stands like I did today, and it was all worth it. Thank you very much.
His career embodies the essence of Boston basketball: resilience, unselfishness, and an unwavering dedication to the team. Kevin McHALE, a true Celtics legend, will forever be remembered for his dominant low-post game, his leadership, and his unselfish approach to the game. His legacy is enduring. However, McHALE's prowess is often under-discussed in today's NBA. Following his retirement from the hardwood, McHALE remained connected to the game he loved. He took on various roles in the basketball world, including coaching, broadcasting, and vice president of basketball operations for the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he drafted the big-ticket Kevin Garnett. Kevin McHALE, a true Celtics legend, will forever be remembered for his dominance of the low-post game, his leadership, and his unselfish approach to the game of basketball. McHALE's legacy continues to inspire the next generation, reminding us of his indelible mark that he left on the sport. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the remarkable NBA career of Kevin McHALE. From his dominance in the low post to his unwavering commitment to the Boston Celtics, McHALE's impact on the game will forever be etched in basketball history. And there you have it, NBA fans. We hope you enjoyed this captivating chapter in our NBA Storytellers series. Don't forget, we're powered by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com/Boston To support our channel, Celtics fans, NBA fans, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the NBA History channel on CLNS for more fascinating stories from the rich tapestries of basketball. Until next time, this is Nick Gelso. Keep the love of the game alive, and tune in to the next Storytellers series.
Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed, when you place your first $5 bet.